I will ask minor question because this is not in detail. I know we are in very beginning, but I want to make sure that we are really understanding what is needed. Okay. So Isan and Ashok, are you ready, guys? Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Other people listen, okay? Because in interview they'll ask you and you should confidently answer and logically have to answer. Okay. So first question will go to Isan. Isan, what are the activities you have to perform in implementation project?
Yes, there is sir, lots of projects about the greenfield implementation. There is a activate methodology and the SAP methodology we have to perform. In the SAP methodology, we have to create a first of project preparation, business blueprint, a realization, final preparation, and go live and support.
Mhm.
And in the same, and activate is the new modern approach where there is the step is prepare, discover, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run. Uh, in the prepare phase, we took the business required in the prepare project preparation step. We have
Mhm.
to make the meeting. Uh, their rules and regulation, prepare the rules and regulations as SOW and
Mhm.
their documents and project preparation. Uh, then business blueprint, we define what is the as is and as to be. We may set a kickoff meeting with the business.
Mhm.
Then after what is their business requirement, what the how FICO, finance MM side, MM side, SD side, how functionally they work, and we takes the requirement from the business
Mhm.
and fit to gap and fit to standard analysis. As based on that, what is the SAP standard have and what have the not have, we will mention in the business requirement document. Then in the realization phase, we whatever that we have uh, uh, prepared in the business requirement document and when KDD document as the same we prepared in the KDS and configured in the SAP system. And if anything are missed with it, then if it's fit to standard, then we will configure, and if it's not in standard, then we make to fit to gap analysis and make the enhancement as per the client business requirement in the
Okay.
realization phase. And in
Okay.
the okay, and in the after realization phase and the final preparation, we make the testing, fine testing, migration, cutoff activities we done on the final preparation. Then after all the activity done, then we will go live and support and hypercare. So after that, you give the user training, the user make the transactions, and uh, give them 2 month hypercare extra support after the implementation. So how exactly SAP get implemented in the from the to the business.
Okay. So let's see what was your role in that whole process. What you have
Uh,
done.
yes, sir. And FICO or FICO consultant based on the business requirement and realization phase generally work. Business requirement
No,
they
no, no.
gather the
I'm asking what you have done.
yes, sir. I have to done the configuration from the for the business as per the business requirement in the SAP system.
Okay. Good.
On the account payable side, general ledger accounting and AR based on the client requirement.
Based on what document you have done the configuration?
Yes, sir. We based on the KDD document, KDS document, key data structure.
Only configuration you have done during whole implementation project, or have you done any other thing also?
Yes, data migrations also have been done before that implementation.
Before implementation, how can you do the data migration?
Yes, because data migration, how to legacy system, what is the data in the legacy system?
Hmm?
Then after, then we migrate to the SAP S4HANA system. So that data should be maintained in the SAP system.
What was your data migration approach? Approach when somebody say you have to explain how you have migrated, how was plan, how it was done. So
Uh,
how it was
yes,
done?
yes, sir. Data migration is like we create field mapping document,
Hmm.
FPD document, and based on that, what are the source system and what are the target system.
Hmm.
So how like source system? we have defined some another word, and in the target system we defined the another word, show mention, and there is a two balance migration and open item migration. So
Mhm.
sorry, balance migration and open item migration. So what are the transaction not in open item, like cash account and uh, bank account, they are be migrated, and open item migration like vendor open item, customer open item, a GL open item, that
Mhm.
should be maintained by line, and their line by line transfer to line by line means there whatever the transaction in the legacy system, same to same all the transaction to migrate it to SAP system.
Okay, so I'm giving three word. You have to rank first, second, third. Okay, configuration, master data migration, and transactional data migration. You tell me which one will come first, then which one will come second, then which one will come in third from the priority point of view.
From the migration, in the migration.
Let's say configuration,
Okay.
master data migration, and transactional data migration. So which one should be completed first, and then second, then third? What will be sequence?
Okay.
You
Yes, sir.
got it,
First,
na?
yes,
Huh.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Configuration here to first step.
Mm-hmm.
Then because we have to configure all the system, like what are the GLs in the source system, same to same all the migration like customer, vendors, and all the it's a configuration is come the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Then master data, all the vendors which are in the source system, same all the vendors are come to the so the master data comes to the second, and after all the configuration and master data are configured in the SAP system, target system,
Mm-hmm.
then we migrate to the transaction data from
Okay,
legacy
so
to.
as of now, in whole implementation project, you have only told 2 points. You told that you have done the configuration and you have done the data migration. Okay. Other than that, have you not done any other thing in the whole implementation process, or you have done any other thing? Your your configuration will get over in 1 or 2 months only. So, but project will go live in 6 months or 8 months. So, what else you have done in the implementation project?
New enhancement or what is the not getting in the SAP standard, then we take
Okay, so
the.
you have work on enhancement also. So, to done do the enhancement, have you prepare any document?
Yes, we have to prepare the FD functional specification document, uh,
Mhm.
based on that what is the why SAP standard not met for that not met to to that requirement, and we create the functional specification how
Okay.
end to end that document work.
I agree. Other than that, have you not done any other thing? I'm just trying to know because many people go blank. They every candidate will tell that I have done implementation, but if you ask them, they will hardly tell configuration. Other thing they will not tell, but you will really do many thing in the implementation project. So I'm trying to know because I have already told you what are the thing we do in the implementation project, what are the thing we do in the support project, what are the thing we do in the enhancement project. I have told you different thing. So what else you do in the implementation project?
uh, can you please just name, sure, I will
So don't you prepare any configurational document, test cases,
yes,
user
yes, I.
user training manual,
Yes, yes, yeah. Yes, I have prepared the test. Whatever that we configured,
cutover
we have to first.
activities. So
Yes, yes,
train the trainer means you are training to the super user who will train to the other users,
yes, yes, sir.
giving KT to the support team who will take over once you make the system go live. So all this I'm trying to get from you because if you take hardly only only configuration you have done, then I will not agree because your configuration will be done in the development system and that will take 2 3 months 2 months. After that, what you'll do? It means they have not done anything after that because there will
Yes.
be quality system, pre-production system, production system. So you have to know everything. You have to tell me. See, when you explain the activate methodology, you told many things, but when I ask same thing, you are not able to tell. Yeah, you're getting, but good. You're answering good, but I'm trying to know what. So you have to tell full-fledged, okay, what you have really done. Okay. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, good. You have good implementation project question. You may be able to answer. I'll ask some challenges part little later. Now, tell me how many chart of account you have created for your project and why?
Sir, there is a total 3 chart of account: operational chart of account, group chart of account, and company code specific, country specific chart account.
Huh.
Just we use the operating chart account for the my company code. It's a mandatory operational chart of account is mandatory, and we have used that operational chart of account.
Okay, okay, no problem. What is called leading ledger?
Leading ledger is a main ledger. It's a mandatory. Generally defined, it's a 0L. Mostly it's defined in the 0L. It's a mandatory. And a leading ledger is like how we prepare the financial statement on based on that leading ledger.
Okay. Okay, and non-leading ledger?
Non-leading ledger, it's optional, uh, and non-leading ledger is optional. And generally we have not generally
So
business
your
business
client
want to
has
different financial
your
statement
client
based.
has branches in how many country? Any
Uh,
idea?
yes, my country have branches in the UK and US. So, for example, if I meet to the business requirement based financial statement based on the another country specific requirement and accounting principle requirement,
Hmm,
then leading ledger is for that country specific requirement. And
hmm.
if other than that financial statement required from that different purpose, then we make the non-leading ledger for the different accounting principle requirement.
But why are telling leading ledger for company code is specific?
Because it's
You
always
you tell me how many offices you have, in how many country your client had the branch. That you tell me.
is in the UK and US.
Okay, so let's say you have, where is head office located?
It's UK, London.
Okay. Now tell me how many ledger you have created.
I have created two ledgers,
Mhm.
0L for leading ledger and local gap, local LG for local gap, local accounting principle, and for the local accounting requirement.
Okay.
So two leading ledger we have prepared. One is leading and one is non-leading.
Okay. What is the difference between customer request and workbench?
Customize change and workbench change, right?
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Customize change where makes any configuration change, then TR has been created as a customize request.
Mhm.
And if there is any ABAP has make any changes, then it's a workbench change in the TR, created as a TR in the workbench.
Why? So do you mean that workbench can't be used by the functional consultant?
Yes, sir. We can use for the migration from development system to quality system. We use some of the changes have been we have make then is some of the requirement changes then is be created as a workbench change. But yes, FICO functional consultant also can be used the workbench request.
Okay. Only let's say let's say have you heard the word called LSMW?
Yes, sir. Legacy transfer to
Okay.
from yes.
So let's say you want to move LSMW from one system to another system, or let's say from one client to another client. So how will do it?
Uh,
So there are
so
two questions. First question is that let's say there is development system. In development system, you have two client. One is 100, one is 200. Okay.
okay.
You created the LSMW in 100 client. So how will move from 100 to 200 And this is first question. Second question is that you have quality system. So how will move from development to quality system? There are two questions. How will do it?
Sir, through the TR movement.
First part how will do? First means in the development system from 100 system to 200 client. How will you move that question? That is the first question.
Sir, through the TR movement, I know. When I move to LSMW, how to move, I don't know.
No, because I am not clear with the customer request and workbench. Customer request you told okay, functional
Okay.
do the customization, but you are not talking about one very important point, a client dependent and independent point. That is very important. Who creates that is secondary thing, either functional use or technical person use. But one is client dependent, one is client independent. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'm trying to ask that question.
Yes, sir. Customized requirement is client independent, so we have to move from the each client, and
Mhm.
workbench is client dependent. So it's if we work with the one client, they automatically change to the another client workbench request.
So if you create in 100 clients, so in the development, do you think that in 200 it will be available automatically? Hmm?
Sir, if the same server, then it be available, I think. Then sir,
Okay.
development system.
Okay. Ashok, what do you think? Let's say you created some configuration in development 100 client, and it is workbench related configuration or workbench related change. So do you think in that in 200 also it will be available? Ashok? Hello? Ashok, are you there?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me. So what will happen? It will be available in 200, or you need to move from 100 to 200 also?
Sorry, sir. I don't have
Question you
any.
didn't understand or answer you don't
So
have?
can you repeat again, sir?
Okay. So let's say you did some configuration or some changes you did in development 100 system. Okay. That is called, let's say, golden client. And it is workbench related. So you know that unit testing happen in the 200 client. Okay. So will you move from 100 to 200, or it will be automatically available in 200? Let's say LSMW. I'm talking about LSMW recorded in 100 client. So will you move that LSMW recording in 200, or it will automatically be available in 200? That is my question. Or any other
I think
configuration you did which is workbench related configuration. You created one custom table, let's say. Okay, you created one custom table which is in 100, so in 200 it will be available automatically, or it will be you have to be moving it. So what is your viewpoint?
so. We have to move from 100 client to 200 client.
Okay. Okay, then what is called something configuration? Workbench is also known as cross client configuration. Client, what is the meaning of client dependent and client independent word? If you see, for customized request, we use client dependent. For workbench, we say client independent, or cross client, we say. Then what is the meaning of this one? That is what I'm trying to understand. Okay, I'll not waste your time. So many a time, if you have created workbench related, okay, so if you create in 100, it will automatically be available in 200. Okay. So that is what called cross client or client independent. No need to move in each within the same server. If there are two clients, 100 and 200, it will be available. Okay. So that you have to remember. I asked LSMW, if you record LSMW in 100 client, it will automatically be available in the 200 client. Okay. No need to move. Okay. There are many other configuration are there. DME if you configure OBPM and all, it's not that all the time it will be used by the technical consultant. Even functional consultant also can use it. Okay. Is it clear, Isan and Ashok? So this
Yes,
this
sir.
I'm
Yes.
expecting. I'm not expecting who can use workbench, who can't use. That I'm not expecting that answer. Okay, because workbench can also be used by both the consultant. It's not that only function, but yes, mostly it will be used by the technical consultant because all the program, all the form, all the tables are generally saved in the workbench. Okay, but even you also use the workbench many a time. You will get to know where and all will be using the workbench. So workbench generally cross client configuration, meaning that in the development system, if you have 100 and 200, then if you create in the 100, then in 200 it will automatically be available. But from development to quality, if you want, you have to move the that workbench. Okay, so that is the thing. Again, when there is, I have taught you also how to check it is client dependent, client independent. So okay, if you have forgotten, no problem. Okay, fine. So next question is that uh, next question is that let's say I am the team lead, okay, and I have to create two tasks, one for Ashok, one for Isan. So how can I create? Under one TR, I want to create two tasks so that one task I can give to Ashok, one task I can give to Isan. So Isan can configure and save in his task, and Ashok can use and configure in his task. So how can I create? First of all, do you think that under one transport request can we create two tasks? Or first you know what is called parent TR, what is called child TR or task? Ashok and Nishan, have you seen this kind of thing?
Uh, yes, sir. Parent TR and child TR I know, but how to assign in task to in the
Okay,
TR
let's say
to different
child
client.
TR, child. So under one parent TR, can you create two child TR?
Yes, sir. With that we can create.
You know how to create?
Uh, yes, sir. I have automatically created, but sir, I have not make the changes in the TR.
Okay, no problem. You know that can you change the owner of the TR? Let's say today you are working and you are going on leave. So can you assign it to Ashok name or it is not possible to assign? Nishan?
Don't know, sir.
No problem. So you can create any number of tasks under one TR, okay, and you can assign to different person or one task or one TR also. If you want to assign to different person name, you can assign it. I'll teach change owner option is there. So I have taught you, but no problem because this you have to know it. Okay. Uh, let's say Ashok is on leave and your manager is telling that there is one TR which is of Ashok and it is not moved in the quality system. There is UAT problem is coming, and he asked you, Isan, can you please check which TR of Ashok is not moved to quality system? And Ashok, but Ashok is on leave. So how can you check how many TRs on Ashok name it is there? And how can I identify which TR or which task is not released? Ishan, any idea? Or Ashok, any idea? Because this kind of issue will get very often. Ishan? No problem. I'm just trying to make you little. I know this and a little difficult, but practical. But I just want to know it. Ashok, any idea? How do you get to know how many? Hmm?
Sorry, sir. No.
No. Note down all the questions whichever you are not able to answer. Note it down. So you ask me. Okay, later. No problem. Now you tell me, how have you designed the profit center for your company? Nishan?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Profit center is not as any definition, but profit
Mhm.
center is like what is the what how business want that business want to their their financial statement on based on what which are based on the which level.
But I'm asking you
Like
question.
product based,
See,
product
see,
based.
there are two questions. So you have to listen very carefully the question. When I asking how you have designed in your company, so you have to tell how you have done. I don't ask explanation. But when I ask what is profit center, that time only you give me explanation. Okay. So I'm asking you how you have done in your company for your client. How you have done it.
Yes, sir. Profit center is based on the product wise or the geographical wise. Which area what is the cost and what is the what based on that profit.
Again, I will see. If I ask talk about the name, then you have to talk name this. But if I'm talking what is your name, so you have to tell your name. So when I'm asking you how you have implemented or how you have created the profit center for your client, you have to tell what I have created. I have created product is equal to profit center in my client. That I'm expecting. I'm not
Okay.
expecting explanation. You're getting na what I'm trying
Yes.
to tell.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Then
sir.
I will ask cross question why you have created product is equal to only profit center. You're getting na.
Yes, yes,
So
sir.
explanation I'm not expecting. Okay, so no problem. So ledger wise, can we do the closing? Ledger wise, can you do the opening and closing the period? Let's say I have leading ledger, I have non-leading ledger. So non-leading ledger is local gap. Local gap, I need 2 more days to do the some posting. But leading ledger I want to close because all the based on US gap all the posting is done. But based on the local gap, there are some adjustment is still pending. So can I do the ledger wise opening and closing the period? Ishan? Ishan, can I do? Because these are the question will be asked by business
Yes, sir.
also.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
We can do ledger wise closing and carry.
Correct. How?
Uh, Under the FHGL GVTR, there is an option that ledger we had enter the ledger.
FHGL GBTR is used for balance carry forward purpose. You're getting the question when oh
Yes, sir.
period. So how can what configuration will do to control the posting period at ledger wise? Nishan, what you will do?
Under the OB52, sir. OB52. But how to
Obviously,
specific to
but
ledger?
how OB52 is linked with the ledger? Hmm?
Yes, currency and ledger setting. We define ledger a posting period variant, and for non-leading ledger another posting period variant.
Yes,
Then we
that you can do. Okay, so in Finesci underscore ledger T code,
can extend it.
you can assign different posting period variant to different ledger. Okay, not a problem. So let's say when I'm going and checking in the BSEC table, I'm not finding my extension ledger there. Why, Ishan? Ishan, I'm
I
checking my
think so.
extension ledger in BSEC table, but I'm unable to find.
Sir, BSEC table only configure the leading ledger and only three currency in the update in the BSEC table, but on leading and non-leading ledger only we can show in the BSEC table, and all
Okay,
the currency data and all other leading ledger can be we can check in AC DOCA table.
good. I have tweaked the little bit question, not a problem. It's very difficult kind for your level, but none of the ledger will be showing in the BSEC table. Okay, I have sent you one video also. So in BSEC, you will not find any ledger details. But currency, what you told is absolutely right. Okay, only three currency it will be showing in the BSEC. So other than that, do you have any other differences between BSEC and AC DOCA table, Ishan? Hmm? What else differences you'll find in AC DOCA and BSEC, Ishan?
Sir, BSEC is only a line item table.
Okay, what about AC doka then?
AC doka is a universal general and update the all line item and so as well as the header information also.
Really? Okay. Will you agree, Ashok, with this? AC doka will also include header related information and line item information. Ashok, will you agree with this point?
Uh,
Will you
sir,
agree that, yeah?
so currencies, how it will update? I know, sir. Like BC table, it will
Mhm.
update the 10, 30, 40,
Uh-huh.
and but in AC Doka table, it will update all 10 currencies that I know.
Huh. But what is telling another that AC doka will have header related information also and line item related information also. First, you know what is called header information, what is called line item information for any document.
Yes, sir.
So, do you think that both the information will save in AC doka?
Yes, sir.
Soma, what about you? Do you think that both it will save in AC doka? Soma, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think that is wrong then. I have not sure where I have taught AC doka.
Yes, sir. As per my understanding, AC doka will have all the information, sir. This is universal now.
But it will have only line item, not a header related information. Okay.
Okay.
So this is where I have taught you. BKPF will have the header
Line.
information, and BKPF will have the header information, and BSEG will have the BSEG and AC doka will have the line item
Sir,
information.
your
Okay.
screen is your screen is not shared.
Okay. Let me share. Toggle flexa. Okay. So this is also line item table. This is new GL table. So this three table you can remember for the line item. Okay. Now Pagal Flex also we are not using because once in S4HANA AC Doka is one. This is now go in the CDS view mode. View mode means no more it is updating in the database. Okay, for this table. So this is the major table as of now. But these are three table. You can get the line item related information. Okay, no problem. But correct it. It will not have header and line item both. Okay, if this table is having header and line item, they will don't need the BKPF table. It will have only still the line item, but in this you'll have few more fields that I have already told what is the difference. It will have the GL view related information, ledger related information, many more things, but it is still the line item, not the header related information. Okay. Hello. Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
next question. If you want to assign multiple company code to single controlling area, then Ashok, what is the prerequisite?
Sir, if we want to assign multiple company codes to the single controlling area,
Uh-huh.
like all the company code should have the operational chart of account. Okay, under the operational chart of account,
Uh-huh.
like same chart of account, and fiscal year variant should be same, sir, for all the company codes. Then
Great.
only it will be possible to assign.
What
First,
advantage you'll get? That's great. That's great, Ashok. What advantage you'll get if you use single operating single if you use single controlling area? Why most of
uh,
the company go for single controlling area?
yes, sir. Like if we go single controlling area, like
Yeah.
by using single control area, we can post the any cost, and we can do the budgeting and planning, any variance analysis. The like we have to do many more, sir.
Answer is not quite clear. Okay, even let's say if I have two company code, if I'm creating one
Uh, like
controlling area for one,
so,
another for another, they can still do the budgeting, planning, cost booking. But why do I need to have only one controlling area? That is the question.
Sir, if we have one controlling area, we can do the cross cost accounting, sir.
Yes,
Like
that is very important. Okay, that question you have to tell. Huh? That is the
yes.
possibility. Because of that, you have to go for cross cost accounting.
Yes.
Okay, means single controlling area for that purpose. Okay, now next question is what is called document splitting? Ashok, question to you because I have already asked so many things to Ishan, but you guys have prepared really well. I really like it. Okay, so much well you have prepared. Ashok, what is called document splitting? It is 100%. It's like open question in interview. Document splitting. What is called document splitting? Or what are the types of document splitting are there? Let's say.
Yes, sir. Like there are three types of document splitting, sir. Like active and passive, and zero balancing document splittings are there, sir. Like active splitting comes when like in a first time when we are entering the document into the SAP system. It will active document splitting work, and like passive document splitting work when we do the it is completely based on the original document, like we do the payment run, or when we do the canceling, when we do the clearing, the passive document splitting will work, sir.
Original word instead of original, please use the preceding document. Okay, preceding word you have to use. Okay.
Okay.
If you tell original, then if he asks what is called original, then you have to tell preceding. So preceding is a right word. Okay. Okay, na? I know you are trying to tell original, that essence I'm understanding, but please use the preceding word. That is the more better word. Okay, now please tell me active splitting one example. Acha, Ishan, you tell me what active splitting example.
Yes, sir. Purchase account. There is a two profit center for one transaction, and one there is a vendor credit. So system not identify which vendor liability for that which expense for to credit. So like vendor is credit for how much, for purchase for credit for how much amount, and for one line item for expense for how much amount for vendor credit for bit of reference center. So like for example, accounting transaction, purchase account purchase account debit for purchase account debit for two different profit center, and vendor account credit. But vendor account credit for there is no any profit center available in the vendor line item. So for one expense, how many vendor liability for that particular one expense profit center for the one profit center, and for how many liability for second line item for the profit center for the another line item. So with active splitting, we can identify that how many liability for the vendor for one expense line item and another expense line item.
Good. What is called passive?
Sir, is a passive splitting, it work with the preceding document and it's at the time of payment. Passive splitting will work. And like when we end to make the payment to the vendor, like vendor account to vendor account debit and to bank account. So a bank account, we have a single, there is a preceding document. So vendor account automatically come from the preceding document for that profit center. But bank account, there is no any profit center for the bank account. So how many payment we made to the vendor one, and how many payment make the vendor to the vendor two. So
vendor remains same, profit center use. Okay, it will be confusion.
Yes,
So
yes, sir. Vendor.
Okay, vendor code will remain same, but vendor will have two line item for PC1, PC2. So bank, yeah, that please use. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Profit center one
Then?
and profit center two. So vendor account, how many who paid to the vendor for the one profit center and another profit center. So we can split that based on the light end of, we can split in the passive splitting at the time of payment.
Okay. But if you don't enter any profit center manually in the bank line item, right? Are you deriving from
Yes,
anywhere?
yes.
Correct? Correct, na?
Yes, yes. Yes, correct.
Okay. Now what is zero balance?
Yes, sir. Zero balance clearing account. Then system not identify the which profit center to split the line item. Then document split zero balance clearing account. A zero balance account split will work.
Careful. Otherwise, everything is okay. So I think you guys have prepared really well. I like it. So okay. So this one, TR part, you are little weak. So again, I'm repeating. I have already taught you, but please remember customer request from every client you have to move. Workbench mostly it will be cross client, meaning that in development if you do in 100 in 200 it will automatically be available. It is not necessarily that it will be used by the technical consultant. Even you also use the workbench, okay? But mostly it will be used by the technical consultant, because when they create any custom table, custom program, custom form, then workbench get created. But you have also some configuration where you also save in the workbench, okay? So that one you have to remember. And transport request part, so if you go in SC09, okay, so this is how you have to enter your user ID, and either you want to see the workbench request, or you want to see the sorry, customer request or workbench request. You select accordingly. Modifiable means you have not released still. Released means already you have released. So how you want to filter based on that? Let's say only which are not released I want to see. I want to see only customer request. So I can choose like this and I can go here. So this is how I can see this many are. This is my parent TR. This is my child TR. Okay. Now if I want to see my workbench also, I don't have any workbench, so there is nothing. Okay, so this is how you have to see. Now you go inside. So right now it is in my user ID. If I want to change to someone, because until I assign this one to his name, he cannot change, he cannot create he cannot save anything in this task. Okay, it will create new task for him, but I want him to save in this task only, so I can assign to next user. So I just click here, and here is change user is there. Okay, so here you can enter, let's say Isan user ID. If I enter, it will get assigned to Isan user ID. Okay, similarly I can assign to this one also to the Isan user ID. Why this assignment is required? First of all, if you don't assign to Isan user ID, Isan cannot save anything, and many of the cases it is not mandatory, depends on basis setup. Many of the case, if it is not in my name, then I cannot release also this task. Okay, release means I cannot move from one system to another system. So I want to move from one system to another system, or within the system one client to another client, then I have to take in my name, then only I can release here. So release button is here. Okay, now what I told, under same TR, if you want to create two tasks, so one task I want to use for my, let's say I have created only one, but finance I want to configure, and controlling I want to give to Isan. Generally I have to create two different TR, but let's say scenario is that there are two tasks required. One Isan will work, one I will work. So under this I can create another task. So you have to just right click. So here add user button is there, click here. Okay, so if I click here, see one more task will get created. Okay, see one more task get created. Now this task I can assign to the Isan, or while creating only it is asking user ID. So give that and directly it will get assigned to Isan. So right click here, add user. So give that user on to whom you want to assign. Let's see if I have any user. Let's say this person. It entered. So see it got created, it got assigned to his one. But I don't, now I want to change. So I have to go here and I can give my user ID. So it will get assigned to my name now. See like this. Clear na, Isan and everyone? So these and all you have to know little bit, okay? Clear, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So first you have to release always task. Okay, task you have to release. Task you have to always release in the sequential way. Sequential, whichever you have done first configuration, that you do. Then you do this one, that you do. Sequential way you have to do the TR movement. And before releasing the TR, here is consistency check it there. Come here and check. There should not be any issue while checking it. Otherwise your TR will not be moved. So all these things you have to know as a consultant. If it is showing green, then only you move. Before releasing the TR, you have to check this one. So everything is okay. Sometime what happens, there may be some erroneous issue in the TR. Even if you feel that I have moved my task in TR, but it will not move in the next system. You will not find anything. How to check in the next system either my TR is moved or not? So there is one table, SC16N E070. E070. This is the table. Always whenever they're moving from one system to another system, it is your cutover activities. Cutover activities means go and check either your TR is moved or not. Let's say they move basis team moved from development to quality system. You check it either all your TR moved or not. If your TR is not moved, then it is big issue. Because if TR is configuration is not moved during testing, you will start getting lot of issue. So make sure your all TR are moved. So you go to this table. You go to that table and give your TR here, whatever TR you have created, and give here TR, not task you have to give this task and run it. If it is exist, it means that it is moved. See, it is development system, so in same system I have. If it is exist, it means it is moved. If it is not exist, it doesn't move. So you have to reach out to the basis team. First analyze, is it your mistake or basis mistake? Then you have to tell them, boss, my TR is not moved. Can you look into this? So they'll look into that. If possible, check at table level, and possible then check some minor configuration also. Configuration means, let's say you have in this you have created some company code or something. So better go in the company code, T code, and check in the target system either my company code came or not. Sometime very rare scenario, TR will be moved, but inside the configuration will not be moved. I have seen that kind of scenario also. So always verify one two transaction. You verify either it is moved or not, because everything is practically not possible to go and everything again verify either my chart of account is moved or not, my company code is moved or not, my controlling area moved or not. Everything is not possible, but at least do some sanity check. That is very important. Okay, otherwise unnecessary it will be escalation on your name only. So these are the few things you have to remember while working. Is it clear, right? Hello? Guys, is it clear, right? Hello? Guys, is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Samira, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Samira, you have to work very hard. Huh? I'm very happy. These people have really prepared very well. I'm very happy, in fact. They have really done great job. Please prepare well, okay?
Yes, sir.
Whatever help you need from my side, please let me know. I know I'm going in depth. Some point you may not be able to understand, but no problem. Slowly you'll understand, okay? Because I need in-depth knowledge from your side. So that's the reason I'm trying to give in depth, okay?